All right, thank you, Ed. Appreciate that. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Orlando. My name is Aaron Green. I'm from the City of Orlando Water Reclamation Department. Hope you guys are enjoying your February stay in Orlando. I'm sure you're pretty lucky to be here. If you're from up north or something, I'm sure you're enjoying it. I'm going to try to make your stay a little bit harder, though. That's right, I work in water reclamation. That means every time you wash your hands or go to the bathroom or things, now you have a face to associate that to. So it might be a little tough next time you visit the restroom. Anyway, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about water reclamation if you don't have an idea. It is a fancy name for sewer, but I got a video just to kind of give you a better idea. So my role in the City of Orlando Water Reclamation is a data analyst. That's my title, so I can't let you go without a few numbers, all right? We have 280,000 residents that we serve. We have roughly 233 employees. That does change, of course. We are 24/7, 365 days a year. We have 96,000 assets off-site. That's kind of what this story is about. We have 17,000 assets on-site in our 3 treatment plants. And then we have 44 million gallons a day of water that we process. We have 61,000 work orders a year that we do. And 12,000 of those were from employees. So the idea to show you there is that we do a lot of PM generation, right? A lot of preventive maintenance. So this is a story about going mobile and leveraging our assets out in the field. And this is a software that we use called Maintenance Connection. And Maintenance Connection is a software we've had for some 12 years. And it was very good for those people in the office. You use it in the office, it worked very well for that. But we have about 80 people that don't work in an office. So we have about 80 people that are out there on the streets, at the manholes and the sewer lines and things like that, that are not in the office. So as you can see, this is not a very mobile-friendly screen, not really good for your finger. But luckily, there will be a solution for that. Anyway, so this is the kind of stuff that we heard from the people working in the office. This is Darren Johnson. He's the System Evaluation Maintenance Manager. He said, images taken in the field were not shared amongst those who needed to know and were lost over time. So oftentimes they would take pictures of the overflows they would have or pictures of the holes in the street, things like that. And they may never make it back to the central office for them to actually evaluate. Some other problems too. They said work orders were slow to be started and completed because they were only available in the office. They said paper originals were often misplaced or not on the work order. And the tracking of costs and labor and parts was pretty much not possible at all. Again, they didn't have a good mobile solution. But then Maintenance Connection developed MC Express. MC Express was developed to be a mobile version. It was very lightweight, didn't take a lot of network resources, easy to use with your finger, and really transformed these 80 people's jobs. And I have to say right here, it was one of the best implementations we ever had of a software. They really took a hold of it and ran with it. After we did that, we got things like this. And this is Jessica Fulford, one of the people that works in the office. So it was neat to see how she was impacted by the people in the field. She said, MC Express shortened the amount of time for information transfer inside our department and outside to our contractors as well. So they were able to get more real-time information because, let's face it, we can't put a sensor in every manhole. That's just not going to happen. So it'd be nice to have all that automated stuff that we're talking about here today. It'd be fantastic, but I just don't know how we're going to get electricity to every pipe and manhole that we have in the city. So anyway, so with that, don't take my word for it. I got a couple interviews with the guys who actually use the software, so I'm going to let them speak.
I don't have writer's cramps no more. I used to get that all the time because we write them long reports.
Okay.
So it's a short form of completing a report. Like detailed but still simple. It took out the paper format of it, which was a hassle at times because it get misplaced, or a guy like myself, to be honest, I misplace it or forget to turn it in, and then maybe a month later they call me, hey Graham, this job that you done, we can't find the paperwork, and of course I can't find it either. So it just made it where once the job's done, I go to the task or the detail, put in the information, close it out, and it goes to my two supervisors, and everybody see it immediately. If a claim came up, they sometimes would point the finger back at us over here, in SEM, and say, yeah, we never received it, because we're dealing with paper copies. So of course, that can easily get lost, But now it's no hiding it, right? Everybody knows.
It's basically my go-to tool first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I don't have to go in the office. I can get my computer, go and start my day. My office is being outside. Now my boss man, he can generate something to me, and I don't have to be there to the paperwork and all this. It's to put me totally paperless.
Right.
I have like that eliminated me walking around with cameras and all. I got everything in one. I got my computer, my printer. I have like I said, I need a document. I go to it. I can go to where I need. I got the information at the ready. When I'm failing things, like when I need something taken care of, it sends an email automatically. So I don't have to, and it lets me know that it's done it. So now people are getting this stuff much quicker than what it used to be. I had to come in. Everything had to be done in-house. You don't have to do it in-house no more. Right. Now I can fail it, and it's automatically it generates exactly where it needs to go. I don't have to go through all these chain of command, call my boss, man, hey, you need to shut this down. I can do everything from the field. It's perfect. It's convenient. It's small. It's what we need.
Great. So we just heard from Michael and Tony there talking about how using a software on the field actually helped them. And what Tony was talking about there was just getting that instant feedback from saying, I need to fail a task, I need to do something. Well, because we're getting that information now, we can actually automate those processes and say, hey, we'll send an email for you. You don't have to do it when you get back to the office, right? So here's where I go do an MC Express demo. We're not going to do that. And there's a step further I want to go with this. So we're getting all this new information from these guys in the field for the past 2 years. We've been doing this, and I just wanted to bring to you some more insight about what to do with it once you get it. And that was about reports and these automated rules that we have and integration to our other systems. And my personal favorite is SQL. That's just kind of who I am. I do SQL stuff, so I'm a little bit passionate about it. But first, I just want to give you an example. This is a guy named Buster who likes reports that look like this. This might look a little bit busy to you. I hope it does. But he wanted to see everything about everything. That's what he wanted to see. And we were able to build him that report because we were getting all this new information in. And across the top, he wanted a bar chart, and it was kind of how it looked for him. And he's very happy with that. On the flip side, we had another manager whose name was Guy. And Guy didn't want that at all. He wanted a red and green bar. That was it, right? So we kind of gave him that simplified view to say how many PM hours are they spending on something versus corrective hours are they spending on something, right? So a very simplified view. Let's see. Nope, that's not what we want. We'll go back to here. Got that twice. Okay, second was rules. So Tony talked about marking something on his work order. Using what a maintenance connection is called rules. That's the automation, right? It looks for those events to trigger things, and we automate those processes of sending that information where it needs to go. So that's an important thing to use when you're getting that data from the field, is to actually make it do something. And then third was integration. So we've integrated maintenance connection with our HMIs so that from a pump on your HMI, you can click on it and get to writing a work order or see the work order history on it. Things like that. So we've tied our HMI with our CMMS in that sense, and that's been a key part of this. And then last is SQL. I'm sure a lot of applications still use SQL. Maintenance connection is one of those that does use SQL, and I'm comfortable with SQL, structured query language. And it's been a great benefit to me. If any of your applications use SQL, I really highly recommend you hire someone who knows SQL, and it'll really help out your business to leverage all that you can get out of your software. So like I said, I'm a little bit passionate about SQL and a little bit passionate about maintenance connection. So I just want to share with you some of that passion in the form of a music video.
City of Orlando wastewater. How do we MC? Wastewater internet is where you'll find a link. Click to open maintenance connection and you'll start to think, wow, a software that does work ordering, and my work orders have custom formatting. The key performance indicators show us information about our ability to provide confirmation that we're taking care of our problems as quickly as they come. So much to cover, let's keep moving on. Total labor time entry is where we'd like to go when we've been busy and have some time to show. Reports about our assets are easy to do. Let's take a look at things that we need to do. Assets for replacement helps us make decisions about equipment we replace to maintain the division. Budget reports project the cost of replacement. We use that to keep our bank account out of the basement. To the dashboard for some clear-cut knowledge about the work we do and departments to acknowledge. Don't forget the rules, they're not cheesy. These rules here made a workflow easy. Now it's time to talk about integration with our HMI and the lift stations. Right-click a pump and create a work request. What? Wait, that was awesome. MC is the best. Right-click again and see the information that asset has in its configuration. Smart reports and email are convenient as can be. This one here is about a new employee. He needs a key for access to some doors. We don't do that in MC, but we do use this report to open other software and get that work done. So wait, that's not all. Here comes the fun. We opened it in smart mode to see the task ahead. We initial and complete and put it to bed. Now everyone will know that his key is ready. Just look at the work order. Come on, Freddy. How do we MC? I hope you have a clue. MC is the best and they build it for you. I'm out.
So that's it. I hope that was a insight into what we do. And I appreciate y'all giving me your time today. Thank you.